The power jerk, as you understand it, the push jerk, the power jerk, first of all, it's exactly the same thing. You'll hear me in a sentence say, all right, you guys, I want 2 power jerks, and then I want you to do a front squat, then I want you to come back in and do one more push jerk. What the hell is that? It's all the same. Now, if you really want to get technical about it, and a lot of times in the CrossFit community you want to say this, you can differentiate the two like this. A push jerk is when I don't move my feet. Okay? That's a push jerk. A power jerk is when I move my feet. What's the difference? Why do I move my feet?
Speed.
There it is. I would never do a push jerk like that. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. I would always do power jerks. Even though I call it a push jerk, it would still be a power jerk. I'm going to move my feet, always for speed and stability. The margin for error, however, in the power jerk and push jerk is extreme when the weight gets heavy. When you get up around 85, 90%, it's crazy. The torso goes forward. The ability to put yourself in a right position to support that bar overhead goes out the door. Yeah, but at the Olympics, come on. We're talking about Demas. We're talking about a Kendrick Ferris. We're talking about the guys from China that can get that torso where? Straight up and down. And therefore, that margin for error at that heavy weight makes Olympic-style weightlifters do the split jerk. We call it the jerk. That's what we call it. Now, just like the template where we started with the stance and we walked our feet out to the landing position, this became the jumping position, jump, pull, press, jerk. This becomes the landing position. Just like that position, we're going to go back and work the footwork for the jerk. Now, how do I do this? First of all, I ask her to stand with her feet, since it's a jerk, in what? Jumping position. So what I'm going to do is simply mark a line. Right here, straight across where her feet are, and then I go to the back, and I do exactly the same thing. Right where the heels are, exactly right there. Now, since we move our feet in that landing position, I need to make sure that we reinforce not walking the tightrope. So I'm going to ask her to measure her feet where her landing, squatting, receiving position would be. So move your feet out there. There they are. And I'm going to mark that position just with the toe there. All I'm going to do, I'm just going to remember that where it is. So I'm going to ask her to move her feet back to the jumping. And I want to make, I should have marked this first, but I didn't, because I'm a geezer and I forgot. I'm going to mark it there. There's her jumping position, because that's where she's going to be driving from. So I'm going to ask her to move the feet back out. And all I'm going to say to her is, Kim, do a long lunge for me. And go ahead and step back. Now that just taught me something. With about an 85% accurate assessment, we know that she's probably going to jerk with her right leg forward. That was very simple. That's about 85%. That means there's going to be 15% chance of error there. So you're going to have to tell her, figure out which leg you're going to jump that's going to go forward on that jerk. But typically speaking, if I ask that athlete to lunge, the leg that they're going to lead with is the leg that they're going to jerk forward with. Is that clear?
Yes, Coach.
All right, so from this position right here, the landing position, I'm going to ask her to put her heel on that straight line. This way I don't have to get any balance. I don't have to get into balances or anything like that. So I come down here and mark 1/2 of this foot. Go ahead and take it away. I finish the line, and I put a big U there. That big U is for her heel. Okay? That's the right leg. That's her heel. Look where that heel back there has to go to. It's got to go out there, right? Now, since I've done that with the front foot, I'm going to take the back foot and I'm going to ask her to put her toe on this line, pretty close to right where it is, and I'm going to mark her heel. Go ahead and move it. Come across, and behind that line, I'm going to put a toe. Now, somewhere down the road, somehow, they figured it out, and it's not me that figured it out. Somebody figured it out, that a half a foot with the front foot and a full foot with the back foot gives the optimum split to be balanced. How'd they figure that out? I don't know, and I don't care. But this is the way that I feel is best. This is a beginning. It's not rocket science. It's not etched in stone. It doesn't have to be exact. But this is where we start to get the footwork practicing in. So from here, I asked her to put her heel, and then I asked her to put her toe. She's balanced. Hopefully. And from this position, I look at a number of things. A, is the knee stacked over or slightly behind the ankle? Yeah, it is. Looks pretty good. Is the torso straight up and down? Yeah, looks pretty good. Is this quad here and the hip pretty much aligned with this torso? Yeah, not bad. It could be a little bit better, but I'll leave it at this. And that looks pretty good. If she can stay like this, she feels fairly comfortable. And for me to reassess this position then, I asked her to drive her knee to the ground. Just drop your knee to the ground. She's a geezer and has a hard time getting down, but really watch her try to get up. Then it's really hard. Oh, see? All right, so that's not too bad. Maybe a little long here. It feels a little long, but that's all right. That's okay. I'm okay with it. So now let's go ahead and ask her to recover. She's going to step back about a couple inches or so, not all the way. And then she's going to bring this other leg forward. You notice that when she stepped back, the torso remained what? It was supposed to remain vertical, right? So she's got that heavy weight supported over there, right? All right, so now then, the next step is to do that 2 or 3 times to feel it. She says it feels a little long. Well, I'm going, well, let's wait and see. So now we're going to put our feet in a jumping position, and we're going to have her drive, a dip and a drive like a jerk, but she doesn't do anything with her hands. She's only going to do a footwork drill. She's going to dip in her drive, and she's going to, and I'm really emphasizing driving that front foot. In all honesty, I could care less about the back foot. The back foot, 90% of the time, is going to be way too long, and we'll make the adjustments. For most people, the front foot's going to be way too short, and you're going to end up pushing your body away from the bar. Remember where this bar is. It's here. Where does the bar have to be supported? Here. How am I going to get it there? Move it? Oh, I got a lot of weight. I can't move that bar back there. But what I can do is create acceleration and then drive my body where? Forward, so that the bar will be lined here. So watch what happens. Let's look at this. All right, so ready, and she's going to breathe and go. And front foot is looking pretty good. The back foot, just like she told me, it's what? She said that back foot was long, and I'm going, that looks pretty freaking good. So let's drive the knee to the ground. She likes that a lot better. Go ahead and stand, recover, and feet on the line. Let's do it again. I always do 3s. Always do 3s. The military. Ready? And go. Recover. And go. So she's been pretty consistent there, hasn't she? So from there, don't move. Okay. Recover. Oh my God, I changed it. Jeez. All right, let's go ahead. go. Voila. Give her a hand. That wasn't So that's the footwork. So now I really want to bring in the PVC pipe. So go ahead and get the PVC pipe in, Tim.